So I know I haven't really been the best about keeping these video updates. I am about 6.5 months on T right now. Um, I'm making this video because I think I need to remind myself of like these days and these good days. Like I wouldn't even say good, just like overwhelmingly positive and amazing. Um, so this video might be a little more about just for me. Um, But I guess update since the last time I have graduated. I have my bachelor's in psychology. Jess and I went to Amsterdam and Barcelona, and it was an experience of a lifetime, and we can't wait to go back to Europe or just travel in general. Um, Work has been up and down, but I finally kind of put my foot down to my supervisors and said, "Hey, like I need to be supported more." Yada yada yada. Long story. Um, I have a new job at a magazine company where I'm an executive assistant, and I absolutely love it there. Everybody's really welcoming and accepting, and just makes me it just makes me really happy because there are a lot of different types of people there. Um, some people older than me, different religions, different backgrounds. So it's really nice to just like be really, really accepted there. And yeah, so I have my top surgery consultation in 6 days. I am overwhelmed with a lot of emotions in regards to my transition lately. I had to lower my dosage from zero point 0.5 milliliters to zero point 0.4, which the bad thing that I'm scared of, that my doctor said most likely won't happen, is having my cycle start again because I haven't had a period since January. Um, and if there's, I guess in my own head, I'm scared of possibly regressing. But I called him and we had a really good talk, and he's like, "You should be happy this is happening because it means your body's creating your own testosterone and you are way ahead of where you should be." Um, he's like, "Do not take this as anything negative. And in fact, lowering my dosage could actually help me see more effects than I'm already seeing now because testosterone actually, at high amounts, somehow like converts into estrogen." Um, so yeah, that it's a little nerve wracking. I went point 0.4 last Thursday, or like this last Thursday. So we'll see. Acne, acne has not been good. It has not been my friend. Um, I have lights dim because I'm kind of really self conscious about it, but it's more so just because I never had it that now that I do, it's a little hard. But it's not bad. I finally like bucked up and went to the doctor and said, all right, like I need acne medicine. So it's gotten better. Hasn't gotten to where I've wanted it, but it's gotten better. Um, we think I'm starting to get an Adam's apple, which isn't typical, but it can happen. Um, I don't know, whatever. But like you can feel it and stuff like that. But yeah, everything's kind of just going. It's going steady and it's going good. And it's going so good that I need to lower my dosage, which kind of scares me. But yeah, so I have my top surgery consultation next Friday in Thousand Oaks with Dr. Krieger. He is the one that is suggested and the only one suggested by my doctor up in LA. And I really, really trust my doctor. He's really awesome. So I'm kind of scared to go to anybody else. Um, I'm hoping I'm a candidate for, I might be saying it wrong, but peri-areola, which basically they just take off the nipple and do liposuction. So like there's no like double incision scars like a lot of trans men have those two scars underneath their chest. Um, Only 5% of the population that wants to get top surgery is actually eligible for it. So right now, my brother was really cool and he got me some dumbbells. I'm doing a lot of at home, not a lot. I literally just started today, so I'm not lying. Okay, so I'm starting to do um, at home pec workouts. I run about 5 to 6 miles at least 3 times a week because running really helps keep my like chest fat down. And I noticed when I was female, anytime I ran, my breasts were really, really small. So I'm keeping the running up. I try to do at least 50 push-ups a day. These are just tips for anybody who like is also transitioning and like wants help and like with chest dysphoria. Um, and I'm also only 6 months on T, so I'm hoping the longer I wait on T and kind of let the hormones do its thing, the more like my body will distribute the fat not in my chest and down to my um, stomach, like a dad's bod, beer belly. So yeah, and then the other procedure I know I'll definitely be a candidate for is keyhole. It's it's basically the same thing except it's not liposuction. They actually like pull. They like basically make like a little insertion underneath like the areola, and then I think they take another circle out and then tighten the skin. Um, but either way, I know I won't have to have double incision scars, which will be really nice. Um, and I'm hoping it won't be too expensive because I don't have to be under general anesthesia too long. I don't think, just because I really have nothing left there. I would say if a triple A cup existed or a quadruple A cup, that is what I would fit into. Um, yeah, but it's also obviously it's nerve wracking because that's a really really big step in the transition. Um, Not in any sense that like I would ever go back because that's never been a concern. I'm so happy with who I am now, but it's just like it's like a very finalization of who I am. I personally don't think I will ever get the phalloplasty. I actually follow a more famous transgender man, and he got phalloplasty, and it went really bad. And that's kind of it. It's like 50% works and 50% doesn't, and that's not like a good enough percentage for me, especially because I am comfortable with what I have. I don't think having a penis makes you a man, just like having a vagina doesn't make you a woman. Um, it's just taken me a long time to finally be confident with who I am and what I have, and I'm kind of not going to let anything sway me from that. Um, but why I wanted to make this video, and especially what I just wanted to like always remind myself of, was I saw my dad today, and my dad and I growing up, basically since like 11, we did not have a relationship. Um, and if we had a relationship, it was on my side of, anger and sadness and hurt. Um, and it's really weird because now that I've come out and like started, like being Ren and doing all that stuff, I have a dad, and my dad has another son, and it's like I'm not gonna cry because we just I think since I've turned 11, I haven't spent more than like 45 minutes with him alone. And today we just had like this 4 hour long talk, like just me and him, about just like like how proud he is of me and like how protective he is of me, and just um, my dad's really conservative and he's Catholic, and he's never once ever made me feel like my decisions in my life and what I'm doing is wrong. Um, okay, I'm crying. Okay, but it was just like it's really really overwhelming because I feel like I have love from all the aspects of my life, and my mom has always been supportive, and I don't really like have to ever doubt her. And my stepmom, it was hard because of the way that my dad and her came together to like really have a relationship with her. But now that I'm older and kind of am like able to get over that stuff, like I'm really glad I'm starting to have a relationship with her and like my stepbrothers, and my mom's boyfriend's great, and I have an amazing relationship with like Jess's parents and her family and her brother and sister, and you know I have like my aunt and my cousin, and it's just my aunts, and yeah, it's just a lot. And I just like, for all of the shit that I've gone through and all of the stuff I've lost and the friends I've lost, and you know the fear of actually doing this and like making the decision to finally be who I am, like today kind of clicked for me, like, this was all worth it. And I'm just Jess isn't here right now, so I'm glad because she'd probably be bawling her fucking eyes out. But yeah, so I'm just really happy and really, really excited to fucking get my chest done just because, like, I run shirtless now. I go to the pool and the beach shirtless. Like, it's all in my head. It's all fucking in my head that I have this feminine chest when nobody gives me a second look. Nobody's ever said anything. Nobody's even made me feel uncomfortable in any way. Um, so I'm just excited for myself to have that peace of mind, to kind of have that final step. Um, After I upload this video, I'm gonna go on the Orange County courts and I'm gonna start looking into the process of getting my name and my gender changed because I was gonna go through my doctors and do it, but I think I'd have to like go to LA County and it's a lot more work, and I'd rather just pay the extra few $100 and do it at my leisure down here. Um, but yeah, so today's been a really great day. Life's going really, really fucking well the way I want it to be. Um, I am really thankful for, Jess and my fucking little brother is just my best friend, and I would have never been able to do this without him. That's for sure. And then yeah, my parents, my family, um, and I'm proud of myself for starting to stick up for myself and not letting people walk over me, like in regards to friendships. And as much as like my circle has shrunk, I'm really happy with who's in my circle, and I think that's what's more important than having a bunch of surface level friends. Um, so yeah, I would say I am, as of today, the happiest I have ever been in my entire life, and I'm just really, really excited to see where everything else goes.